These spirits, incubus, succubus, these sexual spirits, sexual spouses, which are actually can be different, okay? So like I said, you have the chief that governs that world, incubus, succubus. And then you have spirits that work underneath them called spirit spouses. Now, watch this. I want you to see this. So these spirits, they actually are part of a class of demons that drink blood. Now, I know this doesn't make sense. But some of you, you go to bed at night, and when you wake up in the morning, you have scratches on your body. And these scratches don't make sense to you. You're looking at these scratches, and you cannot figure out where they are coming from. They're on your legs, they're on your arms, and you're trying to figure out what's taking place. Many times, these are powers attacking you in the night when you are asleep. And sometimes these are also signs of a spirit spouse. Okay, now, let me give you this, though. So why does the spirit spouse work to make people do things like masturbate? Why do spirit spouses want you to release in your dream? Okay, and you understand, I think we're all old enough to know what I mean by the term release. As I said, I'm trying to keep it as PG as possible. But why is that? It's because they are drinkers of blood. They steal DNA. Okay, they steal DNA. They steal DNA. They steal DNA. It's similar to when a person of witchcraft wants a piece of your hair. They do not want your hair because it's your hair. They want your hair because of the DNA. And so they begin to use the DNA. They begin to use the DNA. Okay, so I want you to understand, because life is in the blood. So they can manipulate your DNA. They can manipulate other areas in your life. So I want you to know, people that you're struggling with masturbation, you are not self-pleasuring yourself. There is a demon that is even involved in that with you. And what they're doing is they are collecting and stealing from your life. So when you're talking about a spirit spouse, they come in and they come to steal and they come to collect from your life. But the other thing that spirit spouses will do is they will bring rejection into your life. So I want you to see this. They will bring rejection into your life. And for many people that are dealing with singleness, and especially when you look in your family, and it's almost like all the women are single, all the women get divorced. There are other spirits that can cause this to happen, but it's very likely that there's a spirit spouse there, especially if you're experiencing like a strange delay in marriage, a strange delay that doesn't make sense. And it's because these spirit spouses come into the life, they bring rejection, and watch this, and they make people reject you, or they make people repel from you. So sometimes they will cause a woman who could be very beautiful to not be seen by men. Like, have you ever looked at someone and you're like, it just doesn't make sense to me why this woman is single? It just doesn't make sense at all. And many times it's because that spirit spouse will introduce rejection into that young lady's life. The same thing actually happens even in childhood many times. Many people who are in sexual sin, like we see a connection to this, for example, we would all agree that anyone that we know that's prophetic, people that are very called to the prophetic, we notice they deal with rejection. And you also notice that amongst the prophetic community, there's very strong perversion. Think about many of the men you know that are prophetic. Think about how you see a lot of femininity sometimes, if we be honest, in the prophetic. It's because these spirits take special interest in prophetic people.